All right, we are talking about law of attraction. How can I attract something using the law of attraction? Now, for those of you who don't know, the videos that I make, the podcasts that I do, everything is pretty much shoot from the hip. Nothing is scripted. So I'm just speaking off the top of my mind, and hopefully something of value comes out. Understanding the law of attraction is really important because you attract what you are, right? That's the whole concept. So a lot of people, I was talking to somebody recently that was like, I want a new community. I want new people. I want new surroundings, all this stuff. And so they were positioning themselves to be around those types of people. However, they were moving from a place of want, a place of lack, right? So when you are in a place of lack, of I have not, therefore I need, what happens is your state of being is negative. It is a lack mentality. It is a lack vibrational state of being. So as you begin to pursue these new things outside of yourself, these new types of people who are people of integrity, people of responsibility, people who are whatever it is that you want to attract, loving, caring, kind, generous, whatever. If you are not being that, when you surround yourself with that, say you can spot it outside of you, it will be momentary. It won't last very long. And what you'll actually begin to do is repel those types of people. And then you start feeling like they're nowhere to be found, because when you show up, it's like you ever see those dish soap commercials where there's like a pan of grease and they drop dish soap and then the grease just like scatters. It's just like, right? It's the same thing with somebody who's like, oh, like I want to be in this circle. And then they show up and for a moment they land, and then they eventually start realizing that they are repelling that which they want to be attracting. And they run into the situation of like, what the fuck is wrong with the world? What the fuck is wrong with these people? Blah, blah, blah. Without ever realizing, am I being what I want to attract? So for instance, you want to attract good people, you want to attract wealth, money, all this stuff, because you want to be validated, you want to be appreciated, you want to be acknowledged, you want to be understood, right? All of these things. And this is great. These are all basic needs. However, if you are not meeting these needs for yourself, first and foremost, when you show up to get those needs met, or try to show up to get those needs met, if you will, what you will begin to do is repel people, and those needs will never be able to get met, because nobody can give you what you haven't already given yourself. You understand what I'm saying? If you're asking for a hand up, yet all you do is drop your weight, people can pull you all day long. And if you're just like fucking dead weight and you're just sitting there, nobody can make you stand. It's like the whole saying of you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. And a lot of times when people are trying to attract abundance or prosperity or happiness or love or whatever in their life, essentially what they're doing is showing up to the water, showing up to the well, and expecting other people to make them drink. Hey, I'm thirsty. Can you put some of that water in my mouth? And people are like, what the fuck? No, I'm busy doing my own thing. You have two hands. And so you're like, what an asshole. I thought you guys were cool people. I thought this. And then you start playing the victim and all this stuff, but you forget, oh, I must do for myself these things in order to stay in this place of what it is that I'm trying to attract, right? So that's a rough example, but I think you understand. And when we begin to take responsibility for ourselves and our lives and our own emotions and our own desires, like our lives, we start taking responsibility for our desires, our happiness, our fulfillment, whatever you want to call it. We begin to be this self-fulfilling prophecy, if you will, where it's like, oh, for instance, a lot of people are like, I want a healthy relationship. I want a partner who's like this. I want a partner who's like this, and this. And so they spend this time going out into the world looking for that without ever being that. Therefore, they are repelling the very thing that they are trying to attract. You with me? So think about this for yourself. What do I want to attract? Is it wealth? Right? There's nothing wrong with money. Is it love? Is it respect? Is it being understood? Is it kindness? What is it? What is it that you want to attract? And then ask yourself, am I doing this for myself already? If I want to attract happiness, am I already being happy with where I am now? Because a lot of the times people think, if I just attain this level of success or this level of whatever, or if I just attain this desire, then I will be good. But the trick is, you can't obtain that desire without first being good with where you are. And so what happens is, people think, oh, like if I had more money, no. Everybody's chasing a feeling. They're not chasing a thing. It's what that money will do for them or make them feel, what that car will make them feel. It's this feeling. So if you think, oh, money is going to bring me happiness and I'm not happy right now, and then you get all this money, and we see this all the time in celebrity culture. You get all this money, you get all this shit, and you're like, fuck, I'm even more miserable. Because all it will do is amplify what you already are. And that's a scary thing. And there's been people that I've worked with in the past that I had to be like, yo, like, this isn't gonna work because you're going after this thing without doing the work first. So that if we get to this thing, you're not gonna be good because you're not good right now. You're not happy right now. You're not content right now. And this is a challenge. This is a very difficult challenge, excuse me. Because all you've ever known and been told is that if I just do this, I'll be good. But the truth is, and the way that the law of attraction works and the universe is set up as we know it is, no, you must be first. Then you attract. Then you get, right? How do we be? Well, we take responsibility for ourselves. We examine, we look deep, and we say, okay, what am I not being that I want to be in order for me to have what I want to have? So I hope this brings a better understanding for you guys on what the law of attraction is, I mean, it's fairly simple. The difficult part is in doing the self-examination, because we have to come to terms with things about ourselves that can be difficult truths to face. However, that is the dark cave you fear, in which your treasure lies. So I should really bring water with me when I make these videos. But that's it. And so I hope you got something from this. It's fairly simple. The difficult part is doing the self-examination process and really sitting with a pen and pad and being like, all right, where am I? Where do I want to be? What am I currently doing or not doing? In doing that work, I would say write with a pen and paper. Don't just like try to do it on your phone. There's something that happens when you physically write. I'm telling you, it'll change your whole life. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and make sure you subscribe and hit the like button because it helps, and also leave a comment. Also, let me know what you guys want to know about. If you have any other questions, or if you have questions at all, leave them in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them. It helps me make more content, and gives me something to kind of talk about, because otherwise I'm just kind of shooting from the hip. But I love you, so love yourself, and that is what you will attract. And some other profound statements. So have a good week.